Good morning, everyone. I'm having some car trouble and I just really don't have it in me to make it a face day. There was some Schumann activity that started right around when the earthquake happened in Northern California. I know it caused some power outages and some damage, so I'm sorry to everybody who was affected by that in Northern California, but it was not a big one for anyone who's asking, and it doesn't surprise me because when we have a barrage of flares and a lot of solar wind, we are more likely to have earthquakes. So there were quite a few flares overnight. I'm not sure what's going on with the Space Weather Live app and the NASA feed. I don't think it's the app. I think it's the feed, but I'm pretty sure that whoever maintains this is having to go through and manually enter the flare magnitude. But we had an M flare early this morning. So here's the last 24 hours, and you can see we've had some pretty good sized CMEs and solar flares, but the good news is that'll graze by us. So in the meantime, we can see the graph over the last 24 hours, and we've had one, two, three, four, five good sized C flares, and then that large M flare this morning. And part of the reason that we're getting the geomagnetic storms is because there was a really big shock wave and a stream of solar wind, which opened a crack in Earth's magnetic field. This is normal. It happens periodically, but it brings us to higher geomagnetic levels. In the meantime, we have this sexy sunspot archipelago coming over the limb, turning towards us. So I have a feeling that we will continue to have this periodic elevated activity from the sun. And in the meantime, we're getting quite a polar vortex, and so it's going to be very cold. If you are road traveling at all over the next couple weeks, please go look up the best things to have with you to stay warm in the event you get stuck somewhere. I think that's the biggest concern with travel this holiday season, especially if you're going by car, is that you're going to find yourself stuck somewhere on the side of the road and have to keep warm. So have extra blankets, have extra gloves, hats, coats, have extra water, have those little hand warmer, foot warmer things that you crack and then they make heat for several hours. These things will help you to stay warm while you're waiting for help if you happen to get stranded because of weather or mechanical failure. Please take the weather warning seriously. They know what they're talking about. This is what the polar vortex looks like from more of an above Earth view, and you can see it's a big one.